afternoon, and welcome to another episode of Spotlight. I am Venice Bautista. So, this week, the Philippine Fashion Circle Awards, or PFCA, was brought to life by two people. It is more than just an awards show, it gives tribute to the outstanding people in the industry, and also they recognize those who uplift the Philippine fashion. So, we'll know more about it from the founders of PFCA, the fashion patron Virgie Monton, and awards guru Richard Hiñola. Good afternoon, guys. How are you today?
Good
Good
afternoon.
afternoon.
We are good. We are Cavite for a short break.
Wow, well deserved, well deserved.
Mm.
And you look good. The skin is glowing. Both of
Thank you.
you. Okay, so let's get right into it. So the first ever Philippine Fashion Circle Award was held just this Monday at Okada, Manila. So please tell us all about it. What are the highlights of the event? Maybe the theme? Please do tell us.
My co-founder, Richard Hiñola, would like to start it. Rich-
Okay.
Good afternoon to the viewers of Spotlight. And actually, the Philippine Fashion Circle Awards night, um, the event was so spectacular. We didn't expect na talagang ang daming tao.
Mm-hmm.
So, the concept of the show is divided into three segments. There was Runway for Hope, and then Young Designers Competition, and the awarding of the Philippine icons.
Mm-hmm.
So tatlo po yung segment na po yun.
Mm-hmm.
And Miss Denise of our event was the coming out of our lifetime achievement awardee. Kasi it's the first time that he came out in public. And this inaugural launch called A Salute to Philippines.
Ah. Hello, ma'am.
Yes,
Yes,
Yes, we kind of lost you a bit there. Could you repeat the last part?
I said that the finale event was the coming up the flesh of our lifetime achievement for the
I see. So, para po sa mga hindi nakakaalam, please explain what PFCA is all about and why it's important. Why is this event important to the country, to our Filipinos?
well, actually, the important or the vision of Philippine Fashion Circle is to honor the fashion icons, especially yung namatay na.
Mm-hmm.
And then at the same time, to give chances to young designers who want to be in the spotlight of fashion in the Philippines. And then to give a, or to help the LGBT community by doing a vision like coming up with a village wherein we can give livelihood to the LGBTQ people of the Philippines para magkaroon sila ng pag tumanda na may mapupuntahan po sila.
Wow, what a vision. Talagang very admirable yung nakikita beyond this PFCA. So, ngayon, it's 2022. Medyo parang nawawala na yung mga restrictions like that for the quarantine, but it is still a pandemic. So, why launch the PFCA this year? Or would you guys plan it beforehand, but then naudlot because of the pandemic? Why now?
Well, actually, our dream before was to launch it this year, and we wanted to do it as a nationwide. So far, we're very, very glad and honored that this Mindanao will be having its Philippine Fashion Circle, the Mindanao edition, and then we'll be coming up with Fashion Circle, the Visayas edition, and then we have the Luzon edition. That's why we're very, very, very glad and very, very satisfied with all the hardship with we've done before, during and before the event was so, very challenging for us.
Mm-hmm.
So ngayon, we're very happy and there's a lot of people who will donate, support, sponsor our vision for Philippine Fashion Circle Awards.
Mm-hmm.
And Denise, going back to your question, if we have thought of this before, this project has been the child of my co-founder, Richard Hiñola, and we thought that we will do it this year. It was actually a gamble because we didn't know if it will be total lockdown or not. We prayed about it. We got God's blessing
Yes.
that the date that we have chosen, naging one tayo, so that many people were able to get. And our very, um, very to really give hope to those people in the fashion industry during the there was nothing. I mean, everyone was affected. Everyone were affected uh, by the pandemic, and we thought this little event we thought will give hope and be able to get somehow our own little way to the industry, in the fashion industry and the allied industries. And of course, our heart is to honor and recognition and value to all our Filipino talents because a lot in the past, they most of them abroad. So we thought, why don't we do that here? Why don't we recognize our very and we don't go go out and be recognized outside because we are here. It's our own home ground, our own backyard. So we are doing this, and at the same time, our charity will be supported because this is at the same time a fundraising project for three charities of Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao. And like Richard said, there will be different, it's going to be a yearly event, yet it is going to be several months like that. And in the years, bring it abroad. So it's a global event.
Wow, talagang ang dami na nakaplano and kakasimula pa lang ng PFCA. So I just wanted to ask, like, for the Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao editions, do you plan on doing it like this year or in the following years to come?
It's going to be an event. So we are now preparing for the event next year. It's our second year. So we are inviting corporations, we're inviting individuals, we are inviting everyone to help us because this thing is not going to be possible without the support of everyone. We cannot do it alone. We have to do. We will bring back the bayanihan system, which are we the bayani of the Filipino people.
Correct, ma'am. And I think even though, like I asked kanina, di ba, na parang why now? But I think it is important na we also recognize that the pandemic actually brought out the best in our communities, in our kababayans, right? We have grown more empathy and yun nga yung community, sense of community ng Pinoy, no? So, I wanted to ask kanina, you mentioned, Sir Richard, about the segments, no? We have the runway for hope, then we have the likha for the young ones, and then the awards. So can you explain more, like delve more about these segments and what they represent? What do they impart on the viewers?
Well, actually, the Runway for Hope, that will be the annual fashion show and a benefit show,
Mm-hmm.
so that we can solicit and we can ask sponsorship and donorship by joining and participating in the charity benefit show.
Mm-hmm.
And then for the young designers competition, what's our aim is to discover new fashion designers, especially in designers na galing Mindanao and Visayas because most of the sikat na designers here in the Philippines are coming from Metro Manila. So we're giving chances to other regions so that the talent will be exposed and will be acknowledged here in the Philippines.
Mm-hmm.
And also, Denise, if I may ask, just today, I had a call. I one of our awardees, the was Albert Andrada, and he is one of our consultants now. And we are looking at the possibility that we will open this young designers competition in schools, and also the possibility that our winners for the designers competition will be given scholarship so that they will be able to harness and they will be able to refine their craft. So, marami tayong napag-iisipan, and I am so blessed that we have the ones like Albert Andrada to also share his heart and his mind and to give out, to leave a legacy to the fashion industry as Albert Andrada.
Yes, ang ganda nga kasi nagdaming opportunity for the new fashion designers, 'di ba? It's such a very admirable nga na award show. So, may I ask, how do you choose the awardees? Like, what standards must be met for them to be able to like receive an award?
Ikaw na po, ma'am.
Okay, ako. For the Young Designers Competition, we have specifics, we have criterias. Like the last one, we have to, they have to use indigenous material
Oh.
for their entries. Now, perhaps it has to be wearable also. So because we want to showcase the different provinces, the different materials that are available in the different regions in the country. So yun so far sa ngayon, yun pa yung what we have. And I'm very, very sure that this one will evolve. So abangan na lang ninyo kung ano ang evolution ng Young Designers Competition as we have started already with the indigenous material in different regions. So it is going to be very, very exciting in the coming years.
Mukhang nakaka-excite talaga. I mean, representation, right? And we need to really use the materials that we can get from all over the country. It not only generates employment, it's such a great representation rather of our country and our fashion. So, we're excited to know more about you guys, but before that, we will take a short break. Spotlight returns.
Umay cantar Agidim kalipatim di problema
Hulaton nato ang kabuntagon. Pahuway, damgo ang ikalibay. Moro di hapon ang basta kita magkaupo. Pirmi na pintas kita sa pagsubok sa adlaw ay dalang kahaya.
Nasa ating pagkakaisa ang pag-asa ng ating bayan.
Sa ating pangarap, haharapin na
Sama-sama tayong pabangon muli.
Alamin Alamin ang latest entertainment at sa mga paborito nyong celebrities kasama si Pocholo Concepcion sa programang WhatsApp. Makibanding at kwentuhan kasama ang mga kilalang personalidad sa entertainment industry. Sama-sama natin silang kilalanin at silipin ang makulay nilang mundo every Tuesday at 2 p.m. Kaya sit back and relax lang kayo mga katribu. Hanapin at ilike ang Daily Tribune Facebook page at Tribune Now on YouTube. Dahil sagot na namin ang masayang kwentuhan dito lang sa WhatsApp.
Asawa ko po ay kameraman na kasama sa lapas lang sa Maguindanao Massacre. Si Atty. Harry Roque. Hindi po niya kami nakakalimutan.
Sa mga walang boses sa lipunan, si Harry Roque ang spokesman ng bayan. Attorney Harry Roque sa Senado, number 54 sa balota.
Si Harry Roque pinaglaban ng karapatang Pilipinong mangisda sa sariling karagatan. Malaking tulong po na ibigay niya po sa akin.
Sa mga walang boses sa lipunan, si Harry Roque ang spokesman ng bayan. Attorney Harry Roque sa Senado, number 54 sa balota.
Hello, welcome back to Spotlight. Still with us are the founders of the Philippine Fashion Circle Awards, Virgie Monton and Richard Hiñola. So before the break, we were talking about the event, why is it important, the segments and what they represent. So now we're curious when it comes to the, kanina you mentioned about the indigenous products, right? So how does PFCA honor our indigenous artisans? Like, do we regard them directly, yung mga ating suppliers and what, the locals talaga? Sir Richard, maybe you want to go first. Oh, we can't hear you, sir.
Unmute, Richard.
There we go.
Here in the Philippines naman, we're very abundant of all pwedeng gawing materials, mga baka, coconut, or kung ano man ang pwedeng gamitin. Kasi the Filipinos are very artistic. Lahat tayo. So what's very important is meron lang silang outlet na pwede nilang magamitan sa kanilang mga areas. Kasi like for example, iba, like in Cebu, they're into shells. Yung iba naman, abaka. Yung iba naman, mga pinya. So depende na lang po yun kung what kind of fabric ang gagamitin nila to promote para at maging livelihood siya and maraming magkakaroon ng work sa fashion industry and sa mga tao nandun sa kanilang region. So what's very important right now is we can give them and we can encourage them to produce materials na pwedeng gamitin for magiging fabric in the near future.
And if I may add to that, there are a lot of indigenous here at the moment. They are very hard to produce. They're very hard to make a quantity. So we are thinking and we are praying because of this young designers competition using indigenous materials, our suppliers and our people, indigenous people, will be helped by big companies and big business people to be able to develop the material so that this material, when it becomes in demand, the supply and demand will be able to meet each other, because at the moment there is demand but we have very little and very difficult supply. So in the long run, the big corporations and the people who has the big heart will be able to help our indigenous people to prosper by also developing this indigenous material into a wearable material. Part natin.
Grabe, this award show is not just talaga an award show, it's more of a platform talaga when it comes to representing our indigenous culture, our materials, our country. So, Miss Virgie, you are dubbed as the Tiger Lady of Fashion. So, how do you think fashion shaped the consciousness of our Filipino people as a society and vice versa?
Fashion has shaped our society a long time ago. Fashion Fashion is a person's personality. Fashion is in the heart of everyone, whether we are Filipino or whether from any other nation, because we wear outfits, and that is fashion. Whatever you wear, that is you, and that is fashion in you. So, while we are here, so why don't we make a statement? Why don't we develop industries using fashion, using clothes, using accessories? Because the fashion industry, the fashion industry also is related to the allied industries such as hair and makeup, accessories for hair, accessories for jewelries. Maraming coverage ang fashion industry, ang dami-dami. So, we would like to relate not just a high-end to the mid-class na we are Filipinos and we can make a statement if we can wear our local products. Let me just share with you a little bit. When we were traveling to Europe, I was in Monaco, and in one of those ikot namin sa Monaco, uh, in the bus. We were in a tour bus, but it was up half of bus. So, Monte Carlo, right? So when we were inside the bus, I was sitting beside a couple, and the couple was wearing like Paramount. That was the statement of the lady, and knew this lady is a very wealthy person. And medyo nahiya ako. 6 carat yata yung kanyang ring. And then I remembered I have in my bag my something pearl na mahaba. So kinuha ko yun. I got it inside my bag and I put it in my neck, nilagay ko siya. And then nakaupo lang akong ganyan. And I saw her face. I really saw her face. Lumaki talaga yung mata niya. Tignan niya talaga yung dibdib ko. Because I was wearing a South Sea pearl na yung pakwintas na ganyan. And that is a statement. I am a Filipino. Usap niya ako, where you from? And I said, I'm from the Philippines. Tapos nakatingin siya doon sa South Sea pearl ko. While we are doing pasyal or trip, we can make a statement as a Filipino by using and by patrioting and showcasing our very own product like the Sea pearl.
That is very beautiful, ma'am. Parang touch ako na talagang kinikarry nyo even when you're traveling, you're just representing our country. And so how about you, Sir Richard? You are dubbed as awards guru naman, and you have staged countless events. So, what makes the PFCA really stand out from all the events that you have been to?
Actually, I've been doing awards night since 2015. Started with Model Mom Awards, and then followed by Empowered Men and Women, Outstanding Men and Women of the Philippines, and then Philippine Faces of Success, and now the fashion industry, because it's actually my dream project since before. Kasi when I was younger before, I love to do fashion shows. I produced a lot of fashion shows in the mall and then in the hotels, but I stopped because I went to some exposure sa show business. But right now, balik ako sa fashion kasi gusto ko talaga awards night na to honor people, especially our Filipino young designers. Kailangan nila ng attention, kailangan nila ng break, kailangan nila ng exposures. Kasi yung iba pumupunta pa sa ibang bansa just to promote themselves para makilala. Pero ngayon, there's a way on how to promote this potential talented fashion designers na mga kababayan natin.
Yes, and you're doing such a great job, the two of you. Nakakatuwa po talaga and nakakataba ng puso. So with that, I want to ask, how do you see the Philippine fashion industry in the next few years?
Well, actually, Filipinos are very, very talented. And even sa abroad, we've been participating Fashion Week and some they do some designing already for foreign market. So I know we can make it. Magaling naman ang Pinoy eh. Kahit sa lahat ng larangan, nag-i-excel tayo. Alam mo naman ang Pinoy, magagaling.
Magagaling talaga, matatalino at magaganda.
Mm.
How about you, Miss Virgie?
I can see that like you said, I'm the tiger lady of Philippine fashion. You know, that tag on me is not coming from me, it's coming from people who probably saw me as a tiger lady. I'm one person who starts a lot of things. I love to build. Denise, before I came back to this industry, I'm in the construction business, so I love to build. When you build something, the energy and the enthusiasm that I have is just there. And then when I finish a project, that's a fulfillment and an achievement. And I believe that as we go along, as we're building again, and name and starting to build once again the Philippine ingenuity and our craft to the world, we are going to be in flying colors, and we are an excellent people. But I would like you to know, for those who are watching us, we do not take full credit of the success of our inaugural launch. I would like to give a salute to our director, Concon Siniel, because without him, it would not have been that flawless. And I would like to give salute to the team that we have. We are a very lean and mean team. Ang konti lang namin, but we were able to make it. And ayan, I give salute to our team, including Concon Sinel, especially Direct Concon Sinel. And of course, yung aming mga sponsors, marami sila. And yung aming mga supporters, yung aming mga benefactors. You know, it's a concerted effort. And here I am today, here we are this afternoon, because we want to encourage, we want to urge each and everyone to help us. Come up, call us, let us know what you can do for not for us, but for the Philippine fashion industry, because indeed we cannot do it alone. So urge, and I know that the Filipinos are so generous and hospitable, and we are urging, we are encouraging those that are blessed, and even those that are not financially blessed. There are many ways that you can help us. So it's a concerted effort. Lahat-lahat tulong-tulong, bayani tayo dito from this day onwards.
Ganda. Talagang pang beauty queen ang sagot. Yeah, for our last question, what's your take on the sustainable fashion? How can we use fashion as a medium to battle the climate change that we are facing right now?
Sige mama, ikaw na.
Our life, Denise, is always a challenge. There's always a battle. And even right now, as we are done with our launch, may mga tao pa rin na hindi natutuwa sa ginagawa namin. So they continue to bash us. I urge these people na instead of bashing us, they help us. Because wala namang mangyayari sa bashing nila. At the end, they will be the kontrabida. Because in the end, they will come out as somebody that's not of help to us. So I urge na, let's stop bashing each other, but let's begin helping each other. So, imbis na maging basher ka, pwede bang lumapit ka na lang sa amin para makatulong ka? Kasi may naman yung purpose ni God sa buhay natin eh. Para saan ka gumigising sa umaga? Para ba pumatay o para bumuhay? So, what do you speak of? Do you speak of life or do you speak of death? So, I urge everyone, let's speak life. Let's build life. That is because that is the true purpose of God in our lives.
Correct, ma'am. Let's continue helping each other. What about you, Sir Richard?
Well, para sa akin, this is really very challenging for us. First namin na event ito, actually, a lot of people from the fashion industry are very, very surprised and very cooperative. And ako mismo, I was so overwhelmed with what happened to the show because nagsulputan talaga it's really hard to gather fashion people in one big event in the Philippines kasi wala pa talagang nangyaring gano'n. So, for me, sana naman wala nilang bashing kasi minsan kasi hindi natin maiwasan. We cannot please everybody. Marami talagang tataas ang kilay, marami talagang naiinggit, marami talagang naninira. Kaso nga lang, wala tayong magagawa. Naunahan na po namin kayo. Kami po ang kauna-unahan at very credible na fashion award in the Philippines. So sa lahat ng mga bashers, yung mga inggitero, gawa na lang kayo ng show para manahimik na lang tayo. Ang ating objective dito is to promote the Philippine fashion industry para magkaroon tayo ng magandang imahe sa buong mundo.
There we go. So let's just stop the hate. Let's just continue helping each other and continue building the nation. So we surely learned a lot from you guys. Yung insights nyo, no? Yung experiences nyo all throughout the years. But before that, before we continue, we'll take a short break, and when we return, we will play a quick game.
Salang tayong lahat, isang Pilipino na magiting at masipag. Yan po ang Pilipinas sa unit team na pagkakaisa. PG Party List, kasangga mo, balot 108 iboto. PG Party List, boses natin sa Kongreso. PG Party List, kasangga mo, balot 108 iboto. PG Party List, basic good. Atin to, pagkaisa ng malig ang mga hinaing. Young and active leaders sa Kongreso, ang boses natin. Tandaan at iboto, balot 108. Civilian realize the projects we dreamed of. PG Party List, vote 108 na. PG Party List, kasangga mo, balot 108 iboto. PG Party List, boses natin sa Kongreso. PG Party List, kasangga mo, balot 108 iboto. PG Party List, basic good. Atin to, PG Party List, atin to.
Hello, you are still watching Spotlight, so we're still with Virgie Monton and Richard Hiñola. And for this segment, we will play a quick game of Fast Talk where we ask them questions and they will have to answer quickly. So are you guys ready?
Okay. That's
Okay.
fun.
So both of you are looking so good right now. Your skin is glowing, rosy cheeks. What are your beauty secrets? Sir,
My beauty secret, baka hindi ako pwedeng mag-promote ng produkto and I sleep well. Yon.
okay, how about you, Sir Richard?
Well, for me, what's very important, hindi lang naman products eh. It's blessing with the Lord, prayers, and at the same time, iwas ka sa stress. Pag there's negativity, alis ka na kaagad. Para hindi ka maging gurang at hindi ka magkaroon ng wrinkles. Ako, I'm already 52. Pero mukha pa rin akong bagets.
Correct. Correct. Hindi kayo halatang 50s. Okay. What about your current fashion statement? What do you like wearing right now?
Ako, I love wearing black talaga.
Okay, I'll start.
Mm-hmm.
And gusto ko lang may iba-ibang mga drama. Like I'm wearing now t-shirt, pero dapat may combination siya na iba-ibang colors na medyo very striking. Para pag habang rumaramba ka, nag-emote ka, maganda siya tignan. Kasi alam mo naman tayo, pag may edad na, ang mga katawan natin hindi na curvaceous. Kailangan may itatago na tayo. Gamitin na natin ang color black para hindi lumabas yung mga bilbil.
What about you, Miss Virgie? Ma'am? Nawala si ma'am. Okay, sir, kayo po muna. What's a gadget that you cannot live without?
Cell phone.
Is Miss Virgie back?
Naputol sila.
Mawala sila.
Okay, so what's a fashion trend in the past that you would like to revive now?
Colors.
Well, actually, I really wanted to promote the Terno. Kasi doon tayo kilala eh. And then, I'm very glad na yung nagpasikat na former First Lady, Imelda Romualdez Marcos. So, dapat yun, kasi tatak Pinoy yun eh. Na sana palagi pa rin tinatangkilik ng mga Filipino, even if nasa abroad na sila.
There, okay. So, Miss Virgie, are you back?
Yes, I'm back. I'm sorry.
Okay, so for the last two questions that we have, can you describe yourself in 3 words?
For me, in 3 words, God-fearing, loving, and very approachable.
How about you, Sir Richard? Can you describe Miss Virgie in 3 words?
Fashionista. Ano pa ba? Kind-hearted and simple woman.
Wow. Okay, what about you, Sir Richard? Like, how would you describe yourself in 3 words?
Malandi. At saka ano lang, God-fearing ka lang, even if you're gay, just show it to the world na you have a legacy na mga hindi ka makakalimutan. Yan lang po.
There we go. How about you, Miss Virgie? How would you describe Sir Richard in 3 words?
Si Richard in 3 words, ayun, kikay, and I find him very humble, and he is very gentle.
Aw, that's so nice to hear from the both of you. So thank you so much, Sir Richard and Miss Virgie, for joining us today. We loved hearing about your stories, your experiences, and your insights on the fashion industry and also the society as well. So before we end, may we ask you for some last words for our dear Katribu viewers. You can invite them to any events that you have or just simply follow your Instagrams or Facebooks, anything.
Watch out for our fashion projects. We'll be
Yes,
doing lots of fashion shows in Mindanao and Visayas and Luzon. So we're really trying to promote as fast as we can to promote the Philippine fashion industry. We need it.
Yes.
Without fashion, we're nothing.
Oh, what about you, Miss Virgie? Do you have anything to say?
Yes, please watch out because we're going to launch our coffee table book. The contents of our coffee table book would be the inaugural launch. So everyone that participated in the show will be featured in the coffee table book, and there's going to be a runway for hope as well, and there will be since it's going to be also a charity show, we will have items that will be auctioned during the coffee table book launching, which will happen sometime in November this year. So abangan niyo po yan.
Very exciting! Maybe we can have you again kapag nangyari itong launch na ito. So thank
Yes.
you po. Thank you for being with us today. We hope that you help more people, reach out more people, and just continue serving. Thank you po and take care.
Maraming salamat
Thank
sa
you.
inyong lahat and sa iyo, Denise, sa Spotlight.
Thank you. And also thank you to our contributors who are tuning in today. Watch Spotlight live every Thursday at 2 p.m. on Daily Tribune's Facebook page and also on Tribune Now on YouTube. Once again, I am Venice Bautista and this has been Spotlight.